Mm, no, we're good.
2. 3 because you fucked up, then I fucked up.
Okay, yeah.
So 1 because we're starting the video. 2 because this asshole forgot to start recording. 3 because I forgot to start recording the audio. Now 1 more. Okay, action.
Welcome to the show Half-Assed, where I research things half-assed and try to explain to my friend who doesn't know anything about the topic.
Exactly.
Today's topic is, because we're still recording this, today's topic is pandemics.
Pandemics.
Many diseases have spread out throughout the world. One of the most famous ones,
Like which one?
the Black Death.
Yeah.
You know, pretty popular.
Pretty
Most people
popular.
knew about it.
Most people? I think most people died from it.
Most people did
Most
die
people
from it.
did die from it.
In fact, 20 million people in Europe died from it.
Oh, wow.
Which would be
1/3.
1/3 of the population. You know, it was brought by people in ships, trade ships, which you didn't know. If you didn't know,
I didn't.
now you know.
I didn't know at all. Did you guys know? Okay.
Ships that sell stuff.
Ships that sell you rabies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
It's 2 in 1. You get
It's a 2 in 1.
You get one. You get the other. You get a little rat with
Imagine the fucking boats. It's like 2 in 1.
a prevalent disease.
A prevalent
and
disease and tomatoes. Fuck yeah, dude.
You get some spices.
You
and
got some
death.
spices and rats.
And the people at the time didn't know how it spread, right? How this disease was spreading. Some believed that it was spread through eye contact. So no one had any idea what was happening. Most doctors, the practices at the time, I'm not sure about this, but I think the practices at the time were that it was spread like diseases came when something was not in balance, right? So if you had too much blood, they had to take blood out. If you had too much blood, I don't know, some other thing, they had to take that out.
Yeah.
Okay, sailors were initially, after some time, people figured out, well, maybe these sailors, they're making us a little bit too sick, you know? At one point, me and my family are all happy. Now we're all dead because my sailor son came back and killed us all. And it wasn't through, mass genocide. He wasn't a ragey boy. He just came back all pale and thin, you know?
Oh wow.
So
Hell yeah.
they didn't know where it was coming from, right? So some things started taking place, some events in which sailors were initially held in their ships for 30 days. This was called 13.
The initial quarantine. The first quarantine.
Actually, that's what I'm getting to. Period was later increased to 40 days. You know what they called it?
What?
But yeah, this clearly wasn't working. Or maybe it was. I don't know. The thing was still spreading.
Mm-hmm.
It was widely believed as well. Not only that, this was the more prevalent theory that the illness was spread through bad air. Now, what bad air means, I don't know.
It's air that slaps you in the face.
Yeah, it's kind of
It
rude.
just fucking.
It's just a really rude air
Yeah.
spitting on you.
Just fucking. Fuck you.
So this person, someone unnamed person, made up a suit. This thing that the doctors could wear to try and help people, right? So they made this thing where it included goggles, so they wouldn't be. I don't know what the point of the goggles were. They had a large beak where they would put like fragrances, like dried flowers and such. I don't know what else they put.
To like purify the air.
No, the idea behind it was bad air was the thing that was spreading the disease, so they would try to go against it with
Good air.
Good air.
That's the
I
dumbest
guess.
logic ever.
Nice smelling air. Maybe bad air meant that it smelled bad.
That it smelled bad, yeah.
And good air was the one that smelled nice. So the way to solve it was they put a bunch of flowers, stick a bunch of flowers in their beaks, and they.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
So the idea behind it was putting that there. And they wore a large suit, right? A large black suit to cover most of their body. Only leaving their ankles exposed, which is,
Slut alert!
So these plague doctors didn't work for shit.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they spread most of the disease
themselves.
I'm not sure of most of it, but they did spread the disease. So since, they had, I'm not sure if you've seen a picture of a plague doctor, but they also had like this huge stick.
Mm-hmm.
And that stick was used to like poke the patients.
I knew it.
So since they didn't want to get their hands dirty because they might get the disease and shit, they also used gloves, so it didn't really matter. But they were trying to avoid touching too much, right? They were trying to avoid touching people. So what they did is they had this stick, and they would like I don't know, they grab
They
things.
grab
with it.
things? Really?
I'm not sure, but the point of it was that they use it on the patients. And this stick was later used on other patients.
Oh, awesome.
So they just kept spreading the disease through,
So
through the
smart.
stick.
Okay, so conclusion to the Black Plague. The weak died.
It sucked.
It sucked. The weak died. The strong survived.
GG.
GG, well played.
Okay. Next disease.
Next disease, let's go.
Justinus plague. We're going back in time for a little bit.
Back in time? I thought we already went. Like,
Backer.
We're going backer in time.
We're going
We're
backer.
going backer in time. Okay.
To a little known plague, not known plague. I didn't know about this plague actually. It's called Justinus plague. Named after the emperor who reigned at the time of the
Where?
outbreak.
Where?
In...
You don't even know where this fucking
No, I
plague
know
is.
where it is. It's Mesopotamia, I think.
Okay. Okay. Where the enemy lives today.
I don't know what you're talking about. In 541 CE. CE.
CE?
CE.
PE?
PE. Physical education.
Physical education time.
Yeah. Rats were spreading the disease again. One of those diseases, in fact, was the bubonic plague. Little
Really?
callback there, yeah.
Wow.
The disease wasn't really one disease, it was a bunch of diseases. One of them being the bubonic plague. So most of this disease was was treated by medical personnels or just home remedies that they had at the
Okay.
time.
Cool.
Many of the physicians were engaged in 4-year courses to study through where they were trained in Alexandria, which I don't know what Alexandria
Now, Alexandria is where the Roman Empire?
is. Greek.
Greek?
Yeah, it's Greek, right?
Okay. Okay,
Alexandria.
whatever. No, but like what I wanted to say is that it's insane how, like, centuries before the bubonic plague in Mesopotamia or in that like Greek, Roman, like, you know, geographical location, people were actually trained to be doctors. And
4
during
years,
the 4 fucking years, which is way less than what doctors train for now. But imagine that, like, years later, people during the bubonic plague
Which
weren't
is-
even trained. They were fucking guys, and they were like, "Yo, wear this suit, poke people around, and try to help them. See what the fuck happens." You know?
Maybe sticking some bugs inside them
That's
might work.
fucking insane.
Mm.
How they were so advanced.
Yeah.
You know, for their time.
Properly trained professionals would come into their houses and try to fix people. But most people usually turn to home remedies. Treating the plague included cold water, baths, powers blessed by saints, and magic amulets and rings.
Nice.
And various drugs, like I'm not sure of drugs, especially alkaloids. An example of an alkaloid would be caffeine.
So if you got the Rona, drink some coffee.
Don't be part of that? Sure.
Yeah, we're condoning that.
I'm not condoning that.